Hello, you guys.
Hi guys, it's Jessica and Amelia, and we want to talk to you guys about why this plan, the Clean and Lean Transformation, is carb cycling and not carb eliminating. Carbs are not the problem. We have just as a society decided that they are the root of all evil, and I want to just kind of debunk some myths about carbs and tell you my top 3 carbs that you may be restricting from your diet that should not necessarily be restricted. So, first of all, why do we need carbs? People that tell me that they do Atkins and it works for them make me crazy because they also have no energy. They're not working out because they can't. And as soon as they bring the carbs back, they gain all their weight back. So are there ways to do Atkins and not gain your weight back? Sure, I'm sure that there is. If you slowly try to bring the carbs back into your life and do it the right way, I'm sure that you could do it. But it's still so bad for you to do it that way. Carbs regulate your hormones, which is incredible. Specifically, insulin-resistant hormones, growth hormone, things like that. That's all affected by your carbs. And so it's not about eliminating them. It's about figuring out what place they have in your diet. So thyroid function is huge in terms of carbs. So your thyroid function can plummet from eliminating carbs completely from your diet for a long term. Not only that, your metabolism is going to decrease if you decrease your carbs. So carbs in your life support thyroid function and support good, healthy energy, which is why when they're placed appropriately, they are actually beneficial. So top 3 carbs that I can recommend for you that you may not be eating or at least not much of. First of all, let's talk about bananas. So bananas get a bad rap. If you eat bananas when they're overripe, they're starting to have those brown spots, that's when the resistant starches are breaking down and they're more sugary. But if you eat your bananas early on when they're a little underripe, they have a higher level of resistant starch, which is actually really good for your gut health, which in turn is going to help decrease inflammation, not just in your belly, but in your bloodstream overall. If you've got good gut health, it's going to decrease the amount of inflammation that gets in your bloodstream. So, but overripe bananas, not so good. Underripe bananas are getting a bad rap. So, underripe bananas with a little bit of almond butter on top, awesome snack on a day that you're not trying to deplete your carbs. Another really good source of carbs is any kind of berry, and with along that we'll throw in cherries. So everybody knows that fruit is higher in carbs, but berries actually have a very low glycemic index, which basically means it's not going to shoot your insulin levels up, and it's not going to make your body store sugar to use for fuel, but which is stored in the form of fat. So berries, always a great source of carbs. And then the last one, I am guilty. I eliminated legumes from my diet for a really long time when I did paleo. I was introduced to paleo when I was pregnant with Amelia, so a little over 4 years ago. I did paleo all the way through my pregnancy, and paleo eliminates any legumes, which would be lentils, chickpeas, any kind of bean. And as you know, those are actually great sources of fiber and protein. There's 16 grams of protein in 1 cup of beans. So it's actually a really good source of protein, especially if you're a vegetarian, and also a great source of fiber. So not only is that a good carb, it also decreases your heart disease, it decreases your CRP, which is found in your bloodstream if you've got a lot of inflammation. So it overall decreases your inflammation. Studies have been shown to see that CRP level does come down. So 3 good sources of carbs on a day that you're not trying to deplete: underripe bananas, not saying like totally green, but just no brown at all. Berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, even cherries. And then legumes, which is lentils, chickpeas, which is hummus, and beans. Just make sure if you're eating hummus, it doesn't have a lot of added stuff that's going to cause inflammation. You want to avoid any vegetable oils or sunflower oils or anything like that your hummus might be made out of. So, don't eliminate carbs from your life completely. Just figure out where they belong in your day or in your diet. For instance, you can use carbs to rebuild lean muscle mass right after a strenuous workout if that's how you want to repair after a workout, or you can use it to fuel for a workout. So carbs have a place in your life. Don't eliminate them completely. That's why this plan is called carb cycling and not carb depleting. I hope that makes sense for you guys. If you ever want any more information, please just reach out to Stacy or I, and we're happy to help you. Have an awesome Friday and an awesome weekend. Bye, guys.